Is this thing on? Yep, looks like it. Alright. So, it's Jet Force Gemini Part 9. We're really cranking towards the business end of this game now. And we've got a special episode for you today. We're going to have a focus on a lot of the water-based planets. So it'll probably be almost entirely a Vela playthrough just today, so that she can access all the underwater areas. Alright, anyway, let's get into it. Oh, 18 hours into this bad boy. What I've done is I noticed the brightness was a little bit low on the last video, so I've upped the brightness. So let me know if you think it looks good. To me, it looks pretty good so far. Nice and bright, nice and easy to tell what you're looking at. And keeping it in widescreen. So just let me know your preferences, whether the brightness is good. I remember I had to do this with my Turok playthrough. Some games are just a little bit darker than others, and because Blast Corps was pretty bright as it was, it didn't need it. Anyway, into it. There we go. The water-activated protagonist. Blue hair equals blue brain, apparently. Man, actually, it looks pretty crispy, the screen. What were we even doing here? I don't know. Let's take some pot shots. She doesn't have the homing missiles. Disappointing. It's always a shame when you take the heads off cleanly, but you don't get to collect them. I think we're done in this planet, so let me just check the tribal count. And hey, we promised wet planets. We're going to go to wet planets. Yeah, this Rith Essa, otherwise known as shit ass if you rearrange the letters, it's completely done. So let's take off. So let's go from shit ass to wet fart. No, really. Rearrange the letters of Tawfret and you get wet fart. I sure love their anagrams. It's wet, it's raining. Also in the game. Did you ever do this? I liked doing this as a kid, and that extends into now, clearly. If you can play a rainy level on a rainy day, you do. If you can play the night missions at night, you do. Like you try and time it around it. And seeing as we just had 4 days of heatwave and now we've got torrential rain, jeez, she's got no ammo. She's got grenades. That's about it. Just use a grenade. I'd say forget about it until we get some explosives. Yeah, not worth it. You could kill them, but why would you toss so many grenades? Look at them chucking their green blood at you. Tribals. I reckon I didn't max out any of the sections. No. Oh, Castle. I got all of them in Castle, surprisingly. But Bog Bridge, not to be. Rocket launcher, machine gun, plasma shotgun, everything but the weapon I want. Pistol. Who wants pistol ammo? Love the atmosphere of this planet. And the backstory of it. That it wouldn't have become all zombified if Jeff didn't go a little apeshit. But he had good reason to go apeshit. He was doing his best. God, got any decent ammo? Just garbage. Oh, someone's here already. Hey, Adam, Headshot. I think this will work, this episode, as a concept. We're in the game. Have you listened to any of my ridiculous stop and swap ramblings? Man, they take a beating. As soon as we get the tri-rocket launcher, it's game on. Let me change my doohickey. Can hardly read the message. There we go. Don't have the attention span for it. What, the full thing, the entire playthrough. Oh, try and do it with the pistol. Ugh, yuck. I've said a few times before that I think 90% of the game is with two weapons, the machine gun and the tri-rocket launcher. The other 10% is just playing with other guns for fun, basically. The sniper rifle's occasionally useful. The homing rocket's occasionally useful. So I'm looking for remnants of where Stop and Swap might have been. Because, you know, it's obviously long removed, but it was going to be in the game. Now, I've got two highly suspicious locations so far that I think may have been Stop and Swap. I'll do a separate video on it. Be a little bit more concise. You good at anagrams? Yeah, I don't normally sit and watch things either. But I'm happy to I'm happy to be the one playing the game, so I won't watch things, but I might listen to things more than I'll watch it. Got the crowbar? Or does only Juno have the crowbar? Oh, that's rubbish. I swear there was I'm sure there was an underwater section. Yeah, I'm really enjoying that it's raining just like this right now. I don't know. The way it's been up here with the heat and then this. Maybe our area will get zombified. who's the King Jeff then? My King Jeff. This metaphor's getting away from me. Not really good at anagrams. Yeah, because I've got some ridiculous anagrams, which I was seeing if anyone could solve. Oh, I'm actually going to post them in picture form as posts on my YouTube channel, so that they're easier to do. But I'm trying to, because I've got ridiculous ones and I've got medium ones. It's like I need to start with the easy to medium ones. And don't expect anyone to solve Girl Can Breathe in Midlog Sea, because that's just a bit much. It's like... Oh, don't give away too much for me. Make me explore. I'm surprised I missed some with Juno the first time around. Oh, I know, needed the jetpack. So maybe you've played through the game more times than me. Or you've played through it recently. This is actually only my third playthrough, if you can believe that. That I can be such a fanatic about this game, despite this being my third full playthrough. First time was 2001, and then when Rare Replay came out, I played the Xbox version. It's okay, but I can say, having played both now, that I prefer the 64 version. I had this thing in my head, which, this is just the groupthink of it all, is you believe the frame rate thing more than it... You believe that, oh, the frame rate's not good. I've honestly barely noticed it. Like, sometimes the sections where there's a shitload of drones on screen at once, there's like a bee-stick amount of slowdown. A bee's dick is a measurement in Australia, for those who don't know. Jeez, I gotta say, I've turned the brightness up on my TV now, and it's like too bright here. Do I turn it back down? I'll probably thank myself when it gets to the later parts. There'll be an F-up pad around here. That's what I call the jetpack fuel pads. Because they have an F on it, and they help you to go up. So it's an F-up pad. Time for a swim. What's up, Sassy? Ooh. Multiplayer feature. Have you ever played multiplayer mode? About 5 times. Yeah. Nice. And I thought I was a Jet Force fanatic. It's such a big undertaking, this game. You can't just casually do a playthrough of it. That's the thing. You gotta really commit to it. I think maybe I had one playthrough where I, like, got demotivated partway through. Or it's almost like if you do the first half of the game and then you stop for a bit, you're not motivated to keep going. You sort of have to do it in one sort of big hit. I'm gonna adjust my TV brightness. Tell me if you think the brightness is okay on the video screen. Because it was definitely, yeah, I think I played a little bit of the multiplayer in 2001 and that's it. I liked it, but when I'm the one who's played through the game and the other people haven't really, it's like, they're kind of like, I don't know what's going on here. But it'd be cool to play it with like 3 other people who've played the game extensively. I've already been this one. Brightness is fine, yeah, cheers. Yeah, it's a shame that the brightness was off the other day, because it made my Murder on the Dance Floor section too dark, which was disappointing. Man, I think I'm onto something when I come up with something like that, and then nobody gets it. Like, this is a genius connection. And people are just like, huh? What? I don't get it. I could have swore there's a jetpack. Maybe it's a Lupus section. Maybe that's a Lupus bit. I don't see no F-up pad. Nice elevator. I love the I didn't realize this, the lore of the tribals, that they traveled here centuries ago. But so they're clearly quite an advanced race, the tribals, and then they've come to this region and they've just decided we're going to chill out. But where did they come from? That's the question. That's the fascination of it. I suspect if they're not from Earth, they spent some time on Earth. My reason for believing this is the Greenwood Village track. So Jeff and Barry Racing, it's like a homage to where they lived on Timbers Island, where they were obsessed with racing. So much so that they included Greenwood Village. So yes, I suspect the tribals lived on Timbers Island for a period of time. And potentially they even lived near Soria, or what do you call it? The Lilac system before that. Because as we all know, I say because nobody knows, there was the Great Migration from Dinosaur Planet to Earth. Thus how Tricky got here. Boy, I crap on, but it's consistent, it's there. I know it's ridiculous for most normal people to understand. Connections, it's all about connections. That's why we play the games, join the dots, go beyond the game to another game. So much so that they made Stop and Swop so you really could do that. Or attempted to make it. Ghost was so close to solving the anagrams the other day. Which one did he nearly get? Fine Game or Stolen? That one's a medium one, I would say. Girl Can Breathe in Midlog Sea is a pretty hard one, but if you get the other one, they feed into each other. How good is this weapon? It's 100% in my top 5 weapons on the 64. Alright, well, let's have some nominations. Tro Rocket Launcher, Farsight from Perfect Dark, Cerebral Bore from Turok 2. I mean, that's your top 3, surely. Kazooie as a gun in Banjo-Tooie? I don't know. It's the amusement of that. Also, what do you think of the controls? I did a review of this game in grade 8, and I called the controls near perfect. Once you sort of work out that most of the time you just hold R and you're playing Turok / Solitaire. Not the card game Solitaire, the control scheme Solitaire. I will find the ship part. Happy to explore. I kind of like that with the when you haven't played in a while. You vaguely remember where everything is, but you don't remember exactly where everything is. So you're actually like rediscovering things. This is the thing I feel is if no new games are ever made again, I could get by just replaying every game I've got over and over, because by the time 10 to 20 years goes by and you've replayed all of your games, the first game you replayed will be fresh again, because you'll have forgotten where things are. Ants in Pants, when? Oh, let's have a look. Must be getting close. That's not under options, it's under inventory, you dummy. $264. Oh, 211. Gee, she's behind. I think Juno and Lupus are closer. But let us continue. I like this, the way that they come out of the water. Oh, the old, if a rocket goes in water, it's not a rocket anymore. Have the Mythbusters tested that one? I'd like to see that. Just fire a rocket launcher into a swimming pool. Oh, the plop noise. Geez, Rare were good at plop noises. For an example of that, fire the PP7 into a toilet in Goldeneye. Such a good plop noise. What's up, Sassy? That's an anagram, by the way. That's the easiest one. Ghost solved that one. If you get Wets Up Sassy, it might lead to working out all the anagrams. Oh, the flat cannon in Unreal Tournament. Rocket launcher in Unreal Tournament's my favourite. But it's not a 64 weapon. Or as a bunch of people in school mispronounced it as flake cannon. Sounds like something McDonald's would bring out. Jet Force have saved the galaxy and found my pants. You can't get any better than that. Technofear, man. This character's one of the coolest ones. Gimlet. He's going around with... hang on. You gave him his pants, but he didn't put them on. By the look of it. So the ants punished him by... not killing him, but stealing his pants and putting them up a tree. So, this is where it all comes together, because the tribals moved here from Earth, and there's a Mr. Pants mural in the castle in Tawfret. Not a coincidence. Not just a cheeky Easter egg. It's got meaning, man. It's the first time I think I've heard Vela trying to get her breath back. I thought she didn't need to do that with her cybernetically enhanced lungs. How did I find the gap? Also, I rate Jet Force Gemini swimming. I mean, it's not used very often and only one character can do it, but... I reckon Donkey Kong 64 had the best swimming on the 64. Just easy to control. Kazooie's was a bit clunky. Tooie's was a lot better. Mario 64, it's okay. Such a good plop sound. So based on the fact that there's a Mr. Pants mural on this level, and that guy, that the ants thought the biggest punishment for Gimlet was to steal his pants. That therefore means that pants is like a religious thing on this planet. Oh man, we are gonna rack up the heads on this planet. Catch. There's so many like abstracts, but definitely their references to the Donkey Kong universe. So it's clearly in the future, like a few hundred years in the future. You got Mr. Pants, you got the tribals have come here from Timbers Island, and Jeff and Barry have decided to make a racing game to honour the legacy of Timbers Island, where they're obsessed with racing. I feel like if we got Dinosaur Planet in its original form, potentially, with Stop and Swop, then the Jet Force Gemini connections would have been even more clear. But they're just, like, disconnected. Discombobulated. Oh, the puppy in Goldeneye, of course. Yes, Super Dragon's good. I love how you turn it sideways and it's a grenade launcher. There's something about the turning it sideways bit that looks so cool. Oh, Goldeneye, can it... other than all the mines are good in GoldenEye, but I just don't think they're as iconic as the puppy. Yeah, so you got the puppy, you got the Farsight, you got the Tri-Rocket Launcher, you got the Cerebral Bore. What's Turok 1 got? It's got some good guns. I think it's just got a bunch of great guns, but nothing unbelievably iconic that you remember. I'm trying to think a little bit unusual for a... I mean, yeah, you got Kazooie as a gun is pretty iconic. I won't count the fish food. Oh yeah, so did I mention, speaking of Stop and Swap, the reason it inspired me to have a good hard look through Jet Force Gemini is because only a few years ago somebody found where it was going to be in Donkey Kong 64 via the German Player's Guide. Because they finished the game, started publishing the Player's Guides, and then at the absolute last minute, Nintendo faxed them and say, okay, you got to remove that Stop and Swap feature. And they thought, who's going to read through the German Player's Guide and even understand what it means? That we don't need to republish that one. But basically, yeah, there's a room in Creepy Castle where there's like a pedestal that has absolutely nothing on it. And in the Player's Guide, it shows like an egg-shaped thing and like a DK statue, which was pulled at the last minute. So that's the kind of thing I'm looking for, like a room where it looks like something was meant to be here and now it is not. Have I gone backwards? You idiot, Bowser. I turned myself around and I didn't even know. I don't know if I count weapons in like Quake and Doom. I suppose Doom's not a port. It is a 64 exclusive. Similar to Turok 1, it doesn't have any standout one weapon where you're like, this gun. It's because it's basically like all the guns are pretty cool. I mean, the nail gun in Quake's pretty cool. Well, for now I've got Kazooie as a gun, rounding out the top 5. Unbelievable. Turned myself around and despite the fact there was no enemies, it didn't occur to me. You idiot, Bowser. Maybe I'll get to work and find that Queensland has been Tawfreted and zombified. I've got no choice but to roam around with a tri-rocket launcher on my bike. Right, we are here. we're going to have to come back again with Juno, it appears. Might be some expansion packs though. From the top, make it drop. As the architects say. Did those graves come back? It's rather grim. Blowing up tribal graves because there might be a secret behind it. I feel like there's an expansion pack. Oh, is this the homing rocket launcher? This is why you visit every planet. Remote mines. Again, neat, but not practical. How much can these guys bear? Oh, it's either a weapon I don't have or it's a different character's expansion pack. Like shooting a rocket launcher down a hallway. Right, she can breathe underwater, so she can do this. I think there's nothing in the church but money. Also in this one in the game. And health. And ammo. They do these well. I think we're going to move on because we need to open that trapdoor despite the warnings of don't you open that trapdoor. We're just so crazy we're going to do it anyway. So this is cool, this section. And this time I've got adequate weaponry. Oh, that was a good hit. A good solid hit. Oh, he's got him. I do enjoy when you just have stupid amounts of rocket launch ammo. And you can just free deal with it. I really enjoy this, like, assaulting the castle kind of thing. unnecessary full health. Get your Unreal Tournament skills on. Bit of Facing Worlds. Oh yes, and then what I would do is the people who love to stand still with a sniper rifle at the top of the tower, you pot shot rockets at them. Boy, there was a satisfaction of hearing them bragging from the other side of the room as they're headshotting people from the other side of the level. And then all of a sudden, they're like, oh shit, where did that rocket come from? And I just can give a pleased smirk. I thought, who would be accurate enough and game enough to just run the gauntlet firing rockets at us? And realistic bounce physics going. The way those heads just bounce. Hey, who turned Rainbow Blood off? Unacceptable. Catch. Where'd the other heads bounce to? The Tri-Rocket Launcher removes heads, but doesn't mean you're going to be able to collect them. Because, boy, it can hit them for 6. Hits them out of the stadium, and then you can't find them when you go to retrieve it, because it's out on Vulture Street somewhere. And a grenade. These sections are so fun, and then it's generally by the time you use up all your Tri-Rocket Launcher ammo, you find more Tri-Rocket Launcher ammo. You can get a lot more ammo than this too. Oh, it's windy too. Wonder if a storm's brewing. Feels so good. It went from 35 degrees yesterday to 20 something, like mid-20s. Wet and windy. Decent civil. Where's the heads? Where's the heads? Did I get any? There was one there, but I missed it. I suppose I said top 5 weapons, not top 5 guns, so it could be even something out of Zelda. But again, I don't think there's like one item that's super iconic. I think we've got it though. I think it's Puppy out of GoldenEye, Farsight out of Perfect Dark, Cerebral Bore out of Turok 2, Tri-Rocket Launcher, Jet Force Gemini, and Kazooie's ass out of Tooie. What am I doing here? I've already collected all the tribals. I'm just collecting heads and checking out the Mr. Pants mural, which I just happened to have roamed into. Here, right here. That's the Mr. Pants mural. Now, if this is not some sort of... What is this building? Is it not some sort of church-like building? It's why my theory is that Mr. Pants came here with or before the tribals, and he was looked upon as some sort of Jesus-like figure. Thus, the... Oh, cop that. See, doesn't that look like a bit like one of those Jesus things? But it's Mr. Pants. At the end of the building, in the very middle. And the tribals would come here to read from the book of... Oh, they'd be reading from the scribes. So they wouldn't be reading from the Bible, they'd be reading from the scribes. You know it makes sense. You wonder if that door was going to open one, or if there was going to be something behind there one day. So I think the boss fight's this way. Whoa, buddy. Alright. Check this out, rocket launcher. It's one of the best splatters I've had in this playthrough of this game. What other explosives have we got? Just use a grenade. Bowling shine. Oof. Got him. Clean bowled. Oh, he survived. Went to the third umpire. Wasn't pitching in line. What you reckon? I saw that expansion pack. And then get him out the next ball. Get that expansion pack. I'll be back. And we're back. Actually, I know that Mr. Pants room is right near the boss, and that's how we get out of here, so... So you'd think Mr. Pants would have been like some sort of stop and swap clue, but I don't see anything on this planet to suggest it. But I think it's more the case, he's the clue, he's the architect that draws it all together. The tribals were originally from Dinosaur Planet, then they moved to Earth, and then they moved to this part of the galaxy, which doesn't even have a name. So it's not called the Jet Force system. I suppose you would just call it the Goldwood system, because that's the first planet, so that's, I guess. Oh, I don't remember seeing this before. Happy feet. Don't tell me it just leads to the other parts of the level, which you can access anyway. Why would you have that shortcut for nothing? That's meant to be a flare. Why am I using the flare when I can use the torch? The Turok 2 flamethrower is very cool. I will say that. There's a similar weapon to that in Turok 2, and yeah, that one's better in Turok 2. So I reckon they certainly got ideas off each other, and that's fine. That's good. They're like, hey, that's cool, we need to include that. Oh, what a catch. Too bad it left his head up there. Did he throw his weapons down? Because if you wouldn't lay down and hide, you dummy. Probably doesn't realise the bounty on their heads. Oh, I better do a CRT off on. And we're back to make sure the audio doesn't go out of sync. Nothing to see around the outside, but worth a look. "55 kills. How many heads?" Right, let's go to another water-based planet. So obviously we've got Water Ruin. Walkway, haven't done Walkway yet. Was there a water section there on Red Dwarf? I don't think so. Let's go to Water Ruin. Actually, I think I don't have... I can't remember. We'll go see Ivana Bear. This will definitely class as a wet-ass planet. Of all the underwater areas, this is the most that I suspect where she would find some sort of temporal disturbance, swim through the Midlog Sea, and end up in perfect dark to get a stop and swap egg. And it just makes sense. She would come out in the Pelagic 2 deep sea section. There's so many things that Rare probably just put in. They've even said, "Oh, we just put that in for fun." But it's like, maybe that could have been utilised. Maybe the fish food was going to feed something. I can't see the fish food feeding anything in Perfect Dark, but I can see the fish food feeding something in a Banjo or a Donkey Kong game. 100% it could. Because it's like, oh yeah, give you an item that does seemingly nothing but feed the fish in this game, but then go into whatever Banjo-Tooie and there's some fish that you feed. And then they give you an egg that you take back to Jet Force or something. Convoluted, yes, but we'll never know. Unless somebody makes their own version of it. Hey, I could write it. And then we actually make it on actual cartridges, and then you gotta buy it as like a whole 7-pack just to do it as the artist originally intended, but not quite. I actually believe one of the Stamper brothers likes to tease pictures of like promo shit that they've still got, like a working copy of Dream, which was Banjo-Kazooie before it became Banjo-Kazooie. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've got working cartridges with stop and swap on them that they just can't legally show, but maybe after X amount of years they're like, here it is, and it works, but only on this cartridge. And it can be yours too for the low asking price of $10 million. Homing rocket launcher. That's all I want for Vela. Time mines, just getting all the Golden-O weapons. Girl can breathe in Midlog Sea, which is the gap in between games in the expansion pack, but it's also an actual sea for Vela. Hello, sailor. Go on, Scoot. So that little robot, so it must mean the Floyd mission. I did the Floyd mission, but maybe I didn't do it with Vela. I do have unfinished business on the Anubis. Either there's a jetpack pad around here, or I need to come back with Lupus to get the tribals up high. I'm gonna guess that Ivana Bear is holding onto a ship part. I'm trying to look at the background. You jump in the water. What's that tower in the distance? Yeah, give me the fire arrows. Love the Stonehenge look of that. Well, perhaps I need to come back with Lupus. Suppose you don't even need Vela to get that tribal. If I can't get the ones up high, there's no point getting... Here we go. This might be a ship part. Oh. Oh, that music suggests that we might be fighting something. It's getting serious. Oh, how ominous. That's a ship part. How very ominous. Then what's Ivana Bear got? Well, don't tell me, but we'll find out. What an interesting room. She can't walk through lava, but she can stand in fire. Suppose she's got armor. I do like this room, just the way that it's presented. Like a treasure cave, like some sort of pirate game. Imagine Rare making a pirate game, that'd be cool. Almost like they wanted to do it for 25 years and just needed the correct time. Because Dream, which ended up being Banjo-Kazooie, was meant to be a pirate game. Or at least, you know, a pirate-themed game. And of course, Donkey Kong Country 2. It's about as piratey as it gets. I reckon that bear is sitting on a friggin' jetpack thing. Aren't ya? Aren't ya, bear? That's not a bad reaction to getting shot. Just slightly annoyed. So Vela, okay, yeah. Alright. What other water planets have we got? Let's do Walkway. Spawn ship. Shit ass. Obscene might be the anagram of that planet. Richo. Wet fart. I know what one of the words in that is, but I can't work out the other ones. It's not quite GoldenEye. One of the more impressive looking levels, this one. A little bit Cloud City out of Star Wars. A little bit. A little less city-ish though. Oh, they are here. So they're going to give me about 8. 20. I'll wait to use all these multiplier features. Oh, this makes me think of Shadows of the Empire. Whatever the name of that 5th level was. Where you fight Boba Fett. Can't think of the name of it. Massive canyons and stuff. A lot of jetpack action. Good game. Got bad reviews, or, you know, average reviews at best. I thought it was good. Oh. I gotta come back with Juno. Get away from me, you awful thing. Homing rocket launcher. That'd be nice. Hey, finally. Finally. Now I've got to find all the expansion packs for them. Alright, so we've got to come back here with Juno to go down the hatch. Might do that soon. Cool area. Implied, you know, advanced technology. It's like advanced race was here. Where are they now? Because it definitely doesn't seem like the drones built it. They've just come here and tried to occupy it. So yeah, we'll come back. We'll be back with Juno. I might come back right now, just to get it done, you know. I mean, this is meant to be a mostly wet planet episode, but there's not that many wet planets. I mean, I could do the Mizar's Palace swimming section again. Let's just do a quick little head count of tribals. Shit ass, completely done. Mizar's Palace. Chasm. Oh, that's a Lupus section. Lobby's Juno. Flume is Vela. Chasm is Dogface. Still got to go back there with Lupus. Done. Got to go back there with Juno. Done. Red Dwarf. Done. Oof. Oof, I've got some work to do on that level. That'd be where the bloody earplugs are for Ivana Bear. Spawn ship's done. Goldwood's done. Yeah. We're a good chunk of the way through. Yeah, I'm certain that Ivana Bear would be sitting on a jetpack pad. Walkway, come back with Juno. Yeah. How about ship parts? Quick little ship part update. Must be like 8 out of 12. Oh, I need a power cell. That might be Jeff's one. So we've got 1. Don't have that one. Got 2. Got 3. Got 4. Got 5. Got 6. 7. 8. 9. Yeah. So I think there's only 3 to go. So there's only a handful of tribals and 3 ship parts to go. And one of them is for getting all the tribals that King Jeff's holding on to. Closer to the business end than I realized. cutscene again. For all I know, I've actually already got the earplugs with one of the other characters. It's taken a while to take off. Back in the Anubis. It's kind of where I wanted her to go anyway. So we'll go back to Juno. Characters, you just press... Actually, there's an easier way to do it. You go to the map screen and then you can just press the left C and right C to swap between characters. So yeah, we'll take Juno to the walkway because he's got the... He's got the crowbar for opening trapdoors. Don't you open that trapdoor, because there's something in there. I suppose that show had similar British humour to this game. Ammos. Yes, ammos. What are we going to use for shooting these bugs? This, because I want the heads. How many heads has Juno got? 278. 260. They're all getting close to the magical 300. Maybe the next episode will be the Ants' Pants episode. Ants' Pants. I know where you're coming from. Just gonna aim up a little bit. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna make me go back to the start. Because I didn't go through the door like a normal person. It's because I didn't think I'd fall down. And that looks pretty cool. It's not accurate, but if you wanted to make stylish looking videos, you could attack the ants like this. Anyway, I want to see what's in that trapdoor. We're in. I love those ambient noises. The Floyd noise. Oh, what's that? Nah, just give me that rocket launcher. Fish. Swamp, swamp. How many heads? How many removed and how many I can collect in time is another thing. You're getting all the best noises. You're getting the splat noise and the plop noise in quick succession. Ship part? All the way out. Probably just the way out. If this was perfect dark, you'd put a piece of cheese in there, in the corner, that you can only see from a certain angle. So no ship part, just, well, the homing rocket launcher for Vela is a big deal. Tribals, you need to collect them all. Oh, hang on. It's a door you can't go through. Seemed a bit stop and swappy to me. Even though it's just... seems to be the door you came from. It's not suspicious enough. It's just like you go around in this weird sort of U shape. We got all the tribals, that's enough. The crates blow up. There must be those metal crates. Why don't you make the whole plane out of that material then? Because it'd be too heavy. Thus the answer to that riddle. Why don't they make planes out of the same material as the black box? It'd be too heavy. And too expensive. Mostly just because it's too expensive. Oh, where's the last one? I see you. Cool, that's all the tribals. Well, I suppose we could go to Juno with Tawfret. By that I mean go to Tawfret with Juno. Check Juno's inventory. He's only got Crowbar. We don't have the Specialist magazine because we gave it away. Change to Lupus. Does he have the... No, he's got night vision. So whichever way you look at it, we have to go to the Anubis. Cleared. Yeah, I think all three of these planets are cleared. Why is that showing like there's a planet off to the left? Or it's not. Red dwarf. How's it going? Tawfret with Juno. actually. Lupus, I want to see what's in that hut. Overwhelmed with choices. Too many good choices. Maybe he's got rocket launcher ammo. He has no rocket launcher ammo. Why do I keep coming to this planet with no appropriate ammo? I mean, this is okay. Oh, he can't, because he's floating. Just checking his head count. 250. Yeah, they're all about equal. So Answer's pants will have to be another day. But we're getting very close. Wonder if... Surely someone out there has got 999 heads. You have to wonder, does it go back around to 0? Or does it actually keep counting up? Or does it just stay at 999? So I really want some bloody expansion packs for Lupus. Jeff's not here anymore. Well, Jeff's hanging out at Mizar's palace. The thing is, did Mizar build that palace, or did he inherit it? You know what I mean? Was it originally someone else's palace that he took over? Or did he build the whole structure around that planet? Or get his army to? What are we here for? Basically just to see what's in that hut. And to collect any expansion packs and weapons and so on. Oh, all that just for a multiplayer feature. Oh. Well, I'm gonna try and quickly breeze through the rest of the level. Ah, expansion pack. It means there's a weapon I don't have. It's probably something useless. Like some sort of mine or something. Not useless, just, oh, I don't need it. Collect heads, find expansion packs. There's not much other reason to be here. Damn, I keep removing their heads, but not necessarily collecting them. But I can't not use the tri-rocket launcher. The best weapon in the game. It's one of the best weapons on the 64. They look a little bit Metroidy, a little bit Duke Nukem had some sort of enemies like that too. Those floating octopus looking things. Oh, Lupus is annoying for that. You can't go around in aim mode in shallow water. So he instantly goes to floaty mode. You can't aim. Did I not shoot his head out of the level? I think I did. Head it to 6. Out of the stadium. Lots of heads to get here. Let it go. There. I got hit it out of the stadium again. Get them all. Master. Where? Looks a bit like Diddy Kong Racing. Lupus would have been a character in Diddy Kong Racing 2, otherwise known as Donkey Kong Racing. I can picture it. On the top, make it drop. Good weapon capacity for a useful and good weapon. I'll be back. And we're back. We've got about half an hour left. So let's see what we can do. So just quickly, I think I've upped my head count by 16. So you can sort of collect them in a flurry. I kind of know that the weapon down here is not very useful, but I think I should just collect it anyway. There's some sort of mine, timed mine or something. Is it something I would use? Not mine. Here it is. Note lines. Neat, but not all that practical. Or kind of the tri-rocket launcher makes most things a little bit useless in comparison. The good bouncing splash sound. It's a way out of this place. Tank treads. Actually low on health. That's right. We've got one here. And there. I think there'd be sniper rifle ammo around here. That's just as good. So is that. Man, it sucks having no sniper rifle ammo for that section. He's still alive. Keep hitting their heads out of the stadium. Oh. Who's shooting? Ah, expansion pack. Try a rocket launcher, that'll be good. Homing missile. Machine gun it is. Aim up a little bit. Poor Lupus seems to always be short on ammo. I guess that wasn't too bad. Man, I really am low on ammo. Mr. Pants room. There he is. The savior of this planet, Mr. Pants. And Mr. Pants is known for his interstellar traveling because he goes to the moon in It's Mr. Pants. He's known for it. No good weapons. Oh, now I get all the ammo? Yeah. At the very end of the section. But I'll take it. Geez, that head travelled a long way. Can't be many left. Get it. Oh. Some of the other boss rooms have full-on ammo and everything in them. Or maybe they only do before the boss fight. Because that would be nice to load up. Right, we're nearly out of time, so I just got to do one more area quickly. So where are we going to go? That's not too big of an ask. That actually needs stuff to do. I think it has to be the Anubis. It's one of the few levels with things to do still to go. I don't want to bore you by going to Tawfret again, so we're going to go to the Anubis. Pretty much there's heaps still to go on this level, like heaps of tribals, supposedly some earplugs for Ivana Bear. I think tribals to find in all three sections. Tribals. Yeah, all three sections haven't been cleared. I think Passageway is a Lupus only. I think I'll do Depository again, because it seems to be not a big section. Quick head count. 241. Oh, Vela's the furthest behind. Surprising. I know to get all of them in the whatever the first section's called, not passageway, not depository, you must have to yeah, you gotta destroy all those panels that are around the level. I think passageway you can only even... I think it's up. Yeah, so I think you can only get there with Lupus. Oh no, that's not true. Everybody has a jetpack. And this is depository. I went through it last time, but I must have tried to rush it too much. Right. It'll be a bit more thorough. It is a bit maze-like with all these stacked up crates. Whoa, that head went well out of the stadium. Suppose you've got to hit the heads for 4 and not for 6. You've got to try and slap them along the grounds. You can't really do that if they're above you. So I guess that needs to be the mindset for all the ground ones that you fight. Slap them along the ground for 4. It's just not a practical way to stack crates. Does that mean these ants have forklifts? You would think so. So you could get a job as a forklift driver on a spaceship. I think that'd be cool. I mean, they'll probably have motor, robotic forklifts that can drive themselves and all that. But we'll see. Oh, that ain't good stacking. There's got to be a jetpack somewhere in this section, in this level. Along the ground for 4. Oops, when there's a little bit of friendly fire. Okay. Racking up them heads. I think I might have done the same as I did the first time I did this level, is I do it at the very end of a session and then I rush through it because I don't really have the time to explore it, and therefore I don't collect everything. I reckon if I can just find the jetpack. I do remember there was a very large amount of tribals in the exit room. Slap him along the boundary for 4. And every now and then they bounce you away. Just gotta be a jetpack pad somewhere. Seeing as we worked out Ichor is an anagram of Richo, it seems unusual that Rare, like a British game developer, would reference Richo, an Australian football player. So maybe there's a English Richo. There was a Richo who was known in the late 90s as some sort of English celebrity. Perhaps we were thinking of the wrong Richo. I'm sure there was also a Richo that worked at Rare. Entrance or exit? Oh. I missed this room last time. I better put the bloody rocket launcher away. Yeah, these guys, they go around trying to assassinate the hostage tribals. Often they succeed. Yeah, I think this is it. This was the key. This room looks very similar to a room that Lupus finds in Passageway. That might have been it. That might have been all I was looking for. And if not, yeah, I seem to think this whole area only had an entrance and an exit, but I guess there's 2 side ones as well, potentially. think that's what you gotta do with this level, is clear out all of the... So this is the exit room. Just clear out all of the enemies and then you're safe to sort of explore. Probably in another room. Here's how you find them. It'll lock onto them. Oh, there's one. Come on, I can't be one short. That's just too annoying. Can't be one short. Maybe I missed one in that other room. Let's go have another look. Yeah, I feel maybe I wasn't thorough enough in that first room. You wouldn't think there'd be one in this big open area, but you never know. Might have got separated from the pack. They do tend to hang out in groups, and I don't blame them. I would. Tribal bear. Maybe like koalas, they're not actually bears. R7. That clearly means something. R7. So R2 kind of looks like R2 at an angle. Rare 7 games, 6 eggs and an ice key. Sure. It's the way out. We don't want to go that way. Can't be one tribal short. It's too annoying. Maybe one of them glitched out of the level and have to come back and do it again. I swear that's what happens in the Xbox version occasionally. Can't prove it, but I was certain in some levels that like I've got all but one. It just seemed like the frame rate is too high and they glitch out of the level when they run around in a panic. I mean, all you gotta do is like exit out of the level and go back in again, but sometimes you could spend way too long looking for one tribal just to find, you know, how did you miss it? Felt like the only explanation. Surely there's only one of two rooms that can be in. I can't even find that bloody room again. Is that the room I'm thinking of, or is that the exit? Imagine if I had them all and I didn't realise. No, I really am one short. Check the other room first. If I don't find them in the other room, then I'll just come back another time, because I'm getting out of time here. There's that R7 again. Well, I'll be buggered if I know where they are. Nah, straight bail. Come back another time. That's my recommendation when you can't find one tribal anyway, is just come back. Then that way you get to collect all the heads again while you're waiting. And just, yeah, the fresh look at the level, you're more likely to go, oh, it's just there. The other room wasn't that far away. It's just doing the corner. Ah, not my favourite section, this one. It's a little too cumbersome to find your way around. Oh, there. There you are. I can actually fall out the edge there. Fell down there with Lupus. Should get you the moon arrows. Anyway, that'll do. That was a relatively successful session. Glad I didn't give up on that one. That one was well hidden. Oh! I did save, didn't I? We will pick it up again next time. Where? What's left? There's not much left. Actually, what's left is Lupus needs to go to Ickle, to Richo. So yeah, we'll start tomorrow's session here. I suppose this is also a wet-ass planet. It is raining. There is pools of water. Lupus in his trademark yellow ship. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. We'll do it all again another time.